Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
Beautiful morning out there.
Gorgeous.
Super good. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we have a very special announcement on the breakfast show.
Wow. Okay.
I hope you're with me on this. We haven't discussed it ahead of time. So
I was going to say, I'm not aware of this. I don't know what this announcement is.
You may want to get your island ready if you want to hop on your island.
Oh, wow. Okay.
If we don't get our coffee back that we had before, we're going on strike. There will not be a breakfast show.
I'm right there with you. Yeah, I don't know. It's just not. I don't know.
Now, I'm not blaming Kristen. They may not have had the coffee because she's been going to the grocery store to get it. So maybe they were out. But if
she tried a different blend, maybe, or something.
Yes, but if this isn't replaced, very soon, Brent Apperson, Dave Burney will be on strike from the breakfast show.
Wow. You know what? I'm almost kind of excited. I don't think I've ever been on strike for anything before.
Me neither.
I've seen you and Bob, back in the heyday, you and Bob kind of did protests. I remember that.
Yeah.
You protested capri pants.
Oh, boy, did we ever.
I remember that. I remember driving into work one morning, and you and Bob were out in the parking lot protesting capri pants. I want to say you even set a pair on fire.
Yeah, there's a picture of Bob holding the capris away from him with a stick while they're burning. Put a little gas on them, lit them up. That's a kind of the.
So how do we go? What's your plan? How do we go on strike in regards to coffee? We just don't show up to work, or what do we do? How are we gonna protest this?
Now let's be careful with this because let's say we had Jeremy and Grant take over because we went on strike. People might actually like them better than us, and
well,
we'd lose our jobs.
That's a very good point.
So we got to be careful how we do this, but we got to.
We could do that though, and then you and I could. We could, I guess, stay at our homes and drink a cup of coffee.
Yeah. I don't know. Think about it.
Okay. All right.
Birthdays today.
Would you and I still get paid for this while we're on strike? Do you still
definitely
get paid while we're on strike? I'm all for this.
We're not a union.
This is a great idea.
Wait a minute. We're not a union. We're not a big corporation. We are what they call a C Corp. I don't know if that's in the bylaws or not. We better look into that before we make the move.
Yeah. But here's my question. I mean, I'm drinking it this morning, and I'm with you. It's just not. I don't know what happened, but it's not what it used to be, the taste-wise.
Doesn't have that smooth.
But here's my question: why do I continue to drink it? Is it just because we have to have coffee, right, in the morning? Do we have a problem, Dave?
I think we need to have one of those sessions where they intervention sort of thing.
Yeah.
Although they do say if you drink a couple cups of coffee a day, it's actually quite healthy for you.
Yeah.
If you don't get carried away and drink it all day.
Mm-hmm.
A little hard on the stomach, I think, if you drink it all day. But
yeah, I don't think you want to overdo it.
So, and I don't want to come down on Kristen on this.
No, and I hope she doesn't take it that way, because that's not what this is about. But it's just, I don't know, it's just, it just doesn't taste very good.
Well, here's the solution. If Kristen went to the store, and I think the last time she went to the grocery cart, and they didn't have our blend, we could litigate. We could sue Steve out the grocery cart for not having that particular flavor, and then go on strike, or go on strike first and then sue him.
Okay.
That's the American way.
Well, yeah, sure. One of our best customers here at the radio station, we sue. That sounds like a brilliant business move.
Oh, thanks. Hey, it's birthday day today.
It is. All right, who's celebrating?
Old classmate of ours, class of 71, John McKimmey, celebrating his birthday today. Happy birthday, John. Happy birthday to Randy Haynes. And happy birthday to Joe Wamsley.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And some family members called in for Joe to make sure we're going to wish Joe a happy 37th birthday today.
Oh, my goodness.
It's a young man.
Wow.
In the prime.
37?
In the prime.
Oh, man, I'm getting old.
And looks by the picture, he's got a couple really cool kids with him, too.
Yeah.
So he's probably pretty happy at 37.
Good.
Happy birthday. If you're celebrating a birthday today, you're celebrating with Richard Gere.
Richard Gere. I should know that name. Why is it not ringing a bell with me?
He's a handsome devil. He's an actor, right?
Oh, Richard Gere.
Is it Gere?
Yeah, Richard Gere.
I like Greer.
Okay, that's what threw me off. Richard Gere, Pretty Woman with Julia Roberts, all kinds of movies. Is that the one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Richard Gere.
Not Greer?
No, I don't think so. It's Gere, I'm just pretty sure. Richard Gere.
Or is it Gear? You said gear. It's like it's not
gear.
spelled like a gear. A gear would have an A.
Well, how
in
do
it.
they have it spelled?
Well, they have it just like you said it would be spelled.
Oh, Gere?
Yeah.
Yeah, Richard Gere.
He's 73.
Wow.
Leading man and heartthrob of Officer and a Gentleman, Pretty Woman, Chicago, and Runaway Bride. Debbie Gibson is celebrating her birthday today.
Oh, Debbie Gibson. Happy birthday, Debbie. I'm sorry.
She's your age.
Yes.
She's 52 today.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Grew up listening to her music.
Oh, boy. That's part of your problem. The Foolish Beat and Lost in Your Eyes are those that kind of ring a bell for you?
Yeah. Yeah, that first one. What was it? Foolish Beat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of remember that one.
Could have been called Foolish Song. Van Morrison is celebrating his birthday today.
Wow. How old is Van?
Van's 77. Maybe a little younger than I thought. Singer-songwriter, legendary Van the Man has been performing for 7 decades. That's why he started really. I think he came to the U.S. when he was like 15 or 16 years old the first time. Is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Was inducted in 1993. Jeff Hardy.
WWE superstar. Oh, yeah, the Hardy Boys.
Oh, gosh, I knew you'd know that.
Jeff Hardy's a maniac, man.
Is he good?
Oh, my goodness. He does stuff that is just insane.
He is 45.
The Swanton Bomb is kind of his specialty move.
I'm glad you know all these things.
Okay.
He's 45 today.
Wow.
And Mickey James.
Oh, another one. Yeah, it's a WWE superstar. Was women's champion numerous times.
Oh, Mickey's a girl.
Yes.
Mickey, you're so fine. 5-time WrestleMania champion. Is a 2-time winner of the TNA Women's Knockout Championship.
Oh, she must have went to some other wrestling company then. TNA.
Yeah, speaking of that, more defection on the PGA Tour.
Yeah, I read that. Number 2 ranked player in the world is going to the LIV Tour, correct?
Yep. He just won the Players' Championship and the Open Championship. 29 years old, has now been barred from the PGA Tour for the next 5 years as a violation of his contract. He's told the Golf Digest that his decision was based on money and his schedule because the LIV golf events are shorter than the PGA Tour ones. I don't know what's going to happen. They're going to destroy themselves. Civil war in golf.
Kinda, yeah, I would say. I haven't been following it all that close, but man. But yeah, I mean, when you can, you can make more money and play less.
Don't they like to play? Most people like to play golf.
Well, yeah.
I guess less time away from your family, maybe. That would be a consideration.
I think so. But yeah, it'd really be interesting to see how this continues to play out.
I wouldn't have such a problem with it. It's business is business, okay? Because pro sports is business.
Yeah.
But joining the Saudis, come on.
Yeah, I don't know.
If it was a division within the U.S., I'd say okay. But the Saudis, they got money running out their ears.
It all comes back to that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Money.
And they've done some things in the world that haven't been so nice.
Yeah.
But you go ahead and join their golf league? Ugh. School lunch menus.
Okay.
Today's the 31st, right?
It is. Yeah. We didn't read them yesterday, so
Oh, that's the
we'll
thing.
be a day behind. So, yeah, Wednesday the 31st is what you need to read.
Thank you. And it's not Greer, it's
Gere. Richard Gere.
It's not Greer?
No, it's not Greer.
I think I've called him
it's
Greer
Richard
for years.
Gere. Really?
Yeah.
No, it's
But
Richard
I think
Gere.
you're right, but I think I've been saying it wrong for ever since my wife had a crush on him.
Huh?
Sandhills. Up in the Sandhills, they're having hamburgers on a bun, chips, and cookie.
And some of them are on a menu today. Made fresh goulash with garlic breadstick. Mozzarella Bosco sticks with marinara dipping sauce, or a ham and turkey charcuterie shaker with roasted flatbread. That's on the menu at AM today.
My wife Joan never said she had a crush on Richard Greer, but can you tell sometimes when Shelley's kind of smitten with somebody on TV and she doesn't say anything?
Yeah.
At Thetford schools today, they're having hot ham and cheese on a bun. You might be hot ham and cheese on a bun when you get home.
Oh, well.
Me too.
I was going to say, Litchfield today, popcorn chicken bowl at Litchfield.
Oh, this is Broken Bow Middle School, High School. And today they're having fresh-made ranch pasta with dinner roll, corn dogs, fresh-baked combo subs, vegetables, fruit, milk, and many other dishes as well. They have build your own hot dog station.
Callaway today, pizza on the menu at Callaway.
Let me pull this up here. Get that so I'll be on the right page tomorrow. At Ansley, it's rock and roll wraps.
Okay. SEM today showing enchiladas for, no, wait a minute. No, SEM looks like pig in a blanket today at SEM.
That's a tough menu to read, isn't it?
It is tough, yeah.
Arnold, chicken nuggets and macaroni and cheese.
Who do I have here? This is Gothenburg. Some of their choices today: mini corn dogs, Southwest creamy pasta, pizza or Italian sub, and, as we said, mini corn dogs on the menu at Gothenburg. Let's see, I've got a few more here. Kozad, meatball sub, chicken nachos with white queso on the menu at Kozad today. Loop City Public Schools, corn dog or popcorn chicken and oven potatoes at Loop City. Sargent today, hot ham and cheese, chips, baked beans, fruit cup, milk, and salad bar at Sargent. So those are your school lunch menus. The menu today at the Prairie Pioneer Center in Broken Bow is going to be Cook's Choice today at the Prairie Pioneer Center.
Thank you, Brent. Let's play the game and give away a prize. This is Wednesday, so it's Big Pig Day.
Yep. Chance to win a pig in a blanket that they serve on Wednesday at Runza. And we're asking questions about the Cadillac, because in August of 1902, the Cadillac Motor Company was founded. Here's your question for today. Where did Cadillac hide the gas cap in the 1958 Cadillac Coupe de Ville?
Oh, man.
You know that?
No,
you know the answer?
I don't.
Where did Cadillac hide the gas cap in the 1958 Cadillac Coupe de Ville? Did they hide it inside the trunk, behind the license plate, under the taillight, or under the hood ornament? Where did Cadillac hide the gas cap in the 1958 Cadillac Coupe de Ville? Inside the trunk, behind the license plate, under the taillight, or under the hood ornament? If you know, call us at 872-2801.
Kylie is a Runza burger lover.
Especially if it's smothered with sautéed onions and French onion dip and topped with Swiss cheese.
Ah, sounds like you just had the French onion burger at Runza.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Are you crying?
Yeah, it's the onions. Wait, are you crying?
Yeah, because I love the French onion burger. Come get yours today, because Runza makes it all better.
Remember, today is Pigs in a Blanket Day.
Oh, the phone is ringing in right now, so we'll just push these two buttons and find out who we have on the air. Good morning. Who are we talking to?
Deb.
Deb, is that D-E-B or is it called?
Yes.
And do you prefer Deb or Debbie?
Just Deb.
How about Deborah?
Nope.
Okay.
That's when I got in trouble.
Oh,
yeah. So, Deb, how you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Here's Brent.
Okay, Deb, where did Cadillac hide the gas cap in the 1958 Cadillac Coupe de Ville? Was it inside the trunk, behind the license plate, under the taillight, or under the hood ornament?
Behind the license plate?
No.
Let's break that down.
Okay.
I don't know
All right.
either, Deb.
No, it was not behind. It was not behind the license plate. You want to take another stab at it, Deb?
Okay, give me the
Okay.
choices.
All right. Here's the choices again. Inside the trunk, under the tail light,
Did you say under the tail light?
or under
Under
the
the
or under the hood ornament. Yeah. What'd you say? Under the tail light. You got it, Deb. Way to go. It says here that the gas cap was cleverly concealed behind the left rear tail light.
That seems a little dangerous. What do you think, Deb? If you got a spark from a wire on the light, you blow that Cadillac to smithereens.
That would be a little scary, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Hey, thanks for calling, and I see you also chatted in on our little chat box here, so thanks, Deb.
Oh, you're welcome.
I hope you have a great day. You know, this is the day before the unofficial day of the end of summer.
You know, I love fall, so I guess I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm with you, Deb.
Us
I
too.
love the fall.
Us too. Thanks, Deb.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
Deb was breaking up a little bit there, but she did win her prize, and she can go and enjoy that big pig at Runza. Yeah, I think that would be a little dangerous.
Yeah.
You know, you take off the cap, and somebody hits the brakes while you're filling up, and kaboom.
Mm-hmm. Yikes.
Yeah, yikes. Okay, where was that? Yes, just to explain, unofficial last day of summer is today. Depending on who you ask, your last chance to enjoy summer, meteorologists believe fall starts on September 1st, tomorrow.
Oh.
But other scientists go by the equinox, which happens this year on September 22nd. So take your pick. But usually when school starts and we go through Labor Day, then we pretty much consider summer has ended, no matter what the date is on the calendar. With that said, my friend,
Yes.
National Eat Outside Day today, because summer officially will be over whichever date you pick. And it seems like a good reason to eat outside, besides it's harder to eat outside when there's a wind chill.
Yes.
So enjoy.
Yeah, it'd be a good day to eat outside.
It really would.
Did I see somewhere there's a chance of rain today, or am I dreaming?
50% chance today,
goodness.
40 to 50% chance, depending on what forecast you read.
Yeah.
And also 20%, something like that tonight.
Okay.
But we'll
Let
see.
it rain, man.
Well, it's going to get hot and then cool off this afternoon. We're going to
Okay.
see the temperatures go down. I think that's when we'll have a chance, but you'd never like to see that, because when you get those temperature changes, sometimes
can
get
do a
things you
little bit
don't
more
want.
than rain.
Yeah, but that's the scenario.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
Barney Health Mart in Broken Bow invites you to save all August long with these prices and more. 60-count B12 vitamins are buy one and get one at $6.69. 500-milligram vitamin C with rose hips, 250-count, are $6.99. One Daily Men's 50-plus and Women's 50-plus are your choice at $5.49. Choose from 3 strengths of melatonin. 10 milligram is $8.99, 5 milligram $6.99, and 3 milligram is $5.99. Barney Health Mart, downtown Broken Bow. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Are you sidelined with an injury? Team Physical Therapy can help at 872-5111. With fall sports and activities getting underway, let the Movement Rehabilitation Specialist get you back into shape. 872-5111. Don't let that back, neck, knee, or shoulder injury prevent you from doing what you love best. With locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, Gothenburg, and Kearney, Team Physical Therapy will get you back in the game. 872-5111, or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
Don't let falling behind on your spraying affect your yield. Now is the time to book fungicide and insecticide applications on corn and soybeans with Aero Aviation. Not only can you fight disease, but you can improve plant health at the same time, increasing yields. Easily control insects like grasshoppers, rootworms, beetles, and western bean cutworms with the help of Aero Aviation. Call Casey, Melissa, or Kim with Aero Aviation at 308-872-5113 to talk about your options. 7:52. Nice broadcast last night. Good competition. The video stream looked great from Arnold, Nebraska. Going to do that again on Thursday, right?
We are, yes. We're going to go to Myrna on Thursday. We'll have another area volleyball triangular for you. It'll be Anselmo Myrna with Ansley Litchfield and Twin Loops. So another great area triangular for us to cover, and we'll be in Myrna to do that on Thursday. Matches there are scheduled to start at 5, I believe, and we'll have all 3 on the radio on KBBN 95.3 FM, and we will also do the live video stream of those matches as well, which you can access on the Sandhills Express Facebook page and YouTube channel.
All right, thank you, Brent. We mentioned it's Van Morrison's birthday today. I believe he's 77, so I pulled out what is now old-fashioned, a CD that looks like the cover of the album when it came out, when it was vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
And we play this song a lot, but we play the recorded version when it was done live. This is the version off the actual album called Wavelength.
So this is the studio version.
Thank you.
You bet.
Yes. We're in Studio B, by the way, here in Broken Bow, Nebraska.
Uh-huh.
Remind myself of that. Happy birthday, Van Morrison.
You got newborn babies.
Thousands of dead fish continue to wash up on shores in the San Francisco Bay Area. Scientist John Rosenfield blames a toxic red algae tie spreading in the high heat.
They last only a few days typically. This bloom's been going on for over a month, and it's covering San Francisco Bay.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Here's a look at Nebraska news. The Nebraska chapter of the American Civil Liberties Union on Monday asked Grand Island Northwest to restore its journalism program and school newspaper. It also signaled legal action, warning the district in a letter to preserve all documents and communication records leading to the district's decision this summer to eliminate the program and newspaper. The ACLU's letter to the Superintendent Jeff Edwards and the Northwest School Board said the action violated the students' constitutional rights and disregarded other protections in federal law. Specifically, the letter said the district's unlawful attempts to quash student journalism and student opinions violate students' right to freedom of speech and equal protection under the Nebraska and United States Constitution and the Title IX of the Education Amendments of 1972. The demand letter urges the district to immediately use and issue an apology to reinstate the school newspaper and journalism program. It also called on officials to adopt new policies to better protect LGBTQ students and student journalists. Along with the demands, the letter includes a litigation hold that instructs the district to preserve certain documents, effectively warning that the ACLU of Nebraska is still considering litigation. That's Nebraska News.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
In Major League Baseball games of note, the Dodgers defeat the Mets 4-3 in a battle of division leaders. Gavin Lux's RBI infield single in the seventh broke a 3-3 tie to give the Dodgers their 90th win of the season. First team in the major leagues to hit the 90-win mark. They're now a Major League best 90-38 on the season. The Braves fall to the Rockies 3-2. Atlanta fails to take advantage of that Mets loss, and they're still 3 back of New York in the NL East race. Guardians beat the Orioles 5-1. Cleveland starter Cal Quantrill and 3 relievers combined to 1 hit. Baltimore. Cleveland remains a game and a half up on Minnesota for first in the AL Central. The Twins beat the Red Sox 10-5. Nick Gordon, a grand slam, 6 RBI for Minnesota. Yankees beat the Angels 7-4. New York star slugger Aaron Judge hit his major league leading 51st home run of the season in the victory. Cardinals fall to the Reds 7-1. Albert Pujols 0-2, no homers for him, still 2 away from 4th on the all-time homer list. Brewers fall to the Pirates 4-2.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, look for increasing clouds. Do pick up a chance for some afternoon showers and storms developing with highs on the hot side up to 96 degrees. For tonight, lingering slight chance for some showers and storms in the evening, low 60s. For Thursday, we're back to abundant sunshine with lower 90s for highs. And for your Friday, sunny to partly cloudy up to 92 degrees. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Caro.
It's worse than the FBI raid. Big Tech and the Deep State want to stop Donald Trump. Now, Dick Morris reveals their dark plan in his new book, The Return. Already a #1 Amazon bestseller, The Return reveals the real threat facing Trump. But Dick Morris says Trump will still win. At bookstores, get The Return or see the free offer and save $28. Call 800-NEWSMAX, 800-NEWSMAX, or go to thereturn911.com. Thereturn911.com.
Ad paid for by USA Veteran Law Group. Attention Marines, if you or a loved one lived or worked at Camp Lejeune for more than 30 days between 1953 and 1988, you were exposed to drinking water contaminated with benzene and other highly carcinogenic chemicals, causing those exposed to develop devastating health conditions. You may qualify for significant compensation if you have been diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, bladder, kidney, or liver cancer, or other serious health conditions. Get justice at 866-463-0001 or visit usaveteranlawgroup.com.
It's time again for Arcadia's annual Fall Festival. Your friends at Rita's Grocery are excited to see you for all the fun. The grocery store in Arcadia has a new name and new ownership. Go by and see what they're all about. The meat department is up and running, and their aisles are ready to help you with that shopping list. Open Monday to Friday, 8 to 7, and Saturday, 8 to 5. They'll be open up until the parade starts, too. Stop by and try one of their breakfast sandwiches or burritos at Rita's Grocery in Arcadia.
At Quality Senior Villages in Broken Bow, improving the quality of life of our residents is priority #1. We offer a unique assisted living lifestyle home for those suffering from Alzheimer's and dementia. When you add that to a safe and nurturing home-like environment, as well as staff that are specially trained in dementia care, providing 24 hours of loving support, you have a family-like atmosphere that makes residents feel right at home. Contact Quality Senior Villages in Broken Bow at 872-6387 for more information or stop in for a tour.
When is the last time you compared your home and auto insurance rate? Hi, this is Tina with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. As your new agent in the Broken Bow office, I look forward to working with you and helping to protect your most important assets with comprehensive and affordable coverage. Stop in at our office at 914 South D here in Broken Bow, or give me a call at 308-872-6996. Whether you need home, auto, farm, or commercial, I'm excited to be a part of your insurance team with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency.
8:06. It is 65 degrees outside under a sunny sky. Winds light so far out of the southwest. Barometric pressure has been steady all morning at 3013. Humidity at 60%. High yesterday was 92 with an overnight low of 57. Sunrise this morning occurred at 7:03. Sunset at 8:15. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:04. And we have recorded 34 hundredths precipitation all this month of August here on the 31st day. Always good to have you folks listening. I don't think we can thank you enough for being part of our day. Would not be any fun without our listeners, either listening on KBBN 95.3, KBBN.com on the live audio stream, or if you are brave enough to watch the show, it's on Sandhills Facebook Live and YouTube and all the other platforms that the ball games are on. So lots of different ways. Plus, you can use your gadget.
Alexa.
Yeah, she didn't. Oh, she's turning red, so she's having problems.
She's mad again.
Well, Rooskies get red. That's just the way it is. Don't think she'll be talking to us today unless we reboot her. That's tempting. But anyway, whatever device you have, a lot of you have those kinds of devices around the house. You can have us you can just talk to it and say, I want to listen to KCNI or KBBN, and you can start listening right away. Cars nowadays, by the way, more and more of them, if you get a newer one, they have the big screen, and you can download, if you have internet on it, you can download the app, and so you can listen to KCNI or KBBN in your car in New York City if you want to.
Crazy.
Pretty nuts, isn't it? So we talked about volleyball. We have that coming up on Thursday in Myrna, featuring Anselmo Myrna, Twin Loop, and Ansley Litchfield. And then on Friday, a couple of football games.
2 great football games. That's just fun when you get to do Anselmo Myrna and Ansley Litchfield.
Yeah.
And so they will play each other on Friday. Game will be in Myrna. We'll be there to cover it for you. I think Leary and Grant are going to have the call of that for you. That'll be on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com. Always look forward to that. And then Broken Bow will play their home opener at Mark Russell Field in Broken Bow. It'll be a battle of the Indians as Broken Bow takes on Ogallala. Kickoff time at 7 o'clock. Kirk and I will have the call of that. We'll be on KCNI 96.3 FM and KCNI1280.com. And on both radio stations, coverage will begin with the Friday Night Lights pregame show at 6.
Thanks, Brent. Looks like we have a guest in the studio, and I do have a little ache in my back. I got to take care of that.
Make us part of your morning routine.
Just really great music, and you guys are fun and active and lively and just a good station.
Central Nebraska wakes up with Dave and Brent on The Breakfast Show.
No, Brent or Dave would not take advantage of having a physician in the studio. Of course not.
No.
We wouldn't try
never.
to get any free medical advice.
No, we wouldn't try to get medical advice while we're charging him.
That would be rude.
It'd be terrible.
Hey, it's the American way.
Yes. I do want to ask you, though.
What's that?
We've kind of been talking about coffee. Now, is coffee healthy? I've been reading where coffee can be healthy.
It can be.
Okay.
A lot. I think Dave hit on it earlier. Just kind of in moderation.
Yeah.
Is kind of what they're showing. What the studies are saying. I mean, you can read one study and says it's great for you. You can read another study that says it's horrible for you. So, kind of the general consensus, though, 1 or 2 cups. You're okay.
All right.
Moderation, Brent. Always moderation.
That's
you
right.
know I believe in that. We should tell everybody that Dr. Jacobson is here from Click Family Healthcare in Broken Bow and Kearney. How you doing?
Good.
So
I brought water, not coffee, so I didn't want to try yours.
Well, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it,
to.
quite honestly. I don't know what has happened, but it's just not very good.
It's kind of bitter.
Kind of bitter?
Yeah.
Kind of like your attitude some days, or what?
Well, some days, I will have to admit, some days are better than others.
That's very true. Very true.
So let's talk about the clinics and what's going on. I know you continue to enjoy growth, and you continue to add to your staff, and it's pretty exciting.
It is. The big thing really we're seeing right now is the back to school, what I call the school cold, where kids get back to school and they're bringing all the viruses home from all their friends, and then they're taking them home and giving them to their brothers and sisters and mom and dads. And so dealing a lot with that, dealing a lot with allergies. It's so dry that, allergies really started in the spring with all the winds that we had. I think we were getting pollen from other states that really triggered us for things that we weren't used to. And it's just kind of continued all summer with the drought. So those are really the big things we're seeing, which then uncontrolled allergies will turn into a sinus infection, those kind of things, ear infections in kids. So we've been talking a lot about that. But, overall, happy.
Good. Yeah, the allergy thing, most of us don't remember so many people having allergies as we've had, like you say, especially this year, but in recent years. I don't remember having any difficulties, and I actually have a little trouble with it and didn't have my whole life until just lately. That's kind of strange, isn't it?
Well, I think as we get older, we get exposed to more things. I remember when I was a kid, my mom would make me wear a stocking cap till the middle of May because she always thought I had a cold, and in hindsight, it was allergies. Because I always had a sniffles and runny nose and those kind of things. So a lot of times we just become used to them. The symptoms, we're a little congested. Well, that's just the way it is.
All right.
So allergies can be a spectrum of one symptom or 10 symptoms. And if it's congestion, most people, we just get used to it, so we kind of ignore it. And it's a lot of times I tell people, when they walk in the room that they look like they have allergies, and they well, why do you say that? And, well, you've got allergic shiners, your lips are dry and cracked, so it tells me you're breathing through your mouth, not your nose. And, plug your nose and blow and your ears pop. That's pretty classic allergy symptoms because the nasal mucosa is edematous and the eustachian tubes are edematous. So I think a lot of it is people have had them, they just have ignored them as just part of the daily living. But I think this year that's being exacerbated to where a lot more people are complaining of it.
So some strep throat going around, some colds, and so forth. Can I ask you, have you been dealing with any COVID cases? Have you had some positives?
Yeah, we've had some positives. It's out there. A lot of times when people call and they, complaining of a sore throat, headache, some nausea, vomiting, we'll just recommend, hey, go get a home COVID test. If it's negative, your symptoms sound viral, but if it's negative, then we can kind of move forward from there. One of the beauty of our model with the monthly membership is that like a rapid strep test is included. So if you feel like you got strep, come on in, we'll swab your throat, and if it's negative, great. If it's positive, we'll get an antibiotic for you. Where you don't have to pay an office visit and then have to pay, in Kearney at the acute care center, the walk-in clinic is $45 is what we've been told. Well, they're using the same test I am. That test costs $4. So, we just provide it as a service where they're providing it and they need to mark it up because of all their overhead and such. So those are one of the beauties of what we do is we'll have a parent call and say, hey, my kid's complaining of a sore throat. They say they feel like they're swallowing glass. Well, bring them in. One of the nurses will swab them, and if they need an antibiotic, we'll get them one.
Let's talk about a little bit more about the financial side. Sometimes it just sets you back when you say, well, the test costs $4 and in other places $45 charge because of their overhead. And that's a small. You've given us some other examples of scans and different things. That's kind of outrageous when you think about it.
It is, and it really. It's one of the reasons I got out of the insurance world or the fee-for-service world of taking insurance, because there's no relation to the cost of what the test costs to provide versus what is charged for it. And that's the frustrating part. If the world has gone to more high deductible insurance plans, so it's not uncommon for people to have a $7 or $10 or $15,000 deductible. Well, if you're paying wholesale or retail pricing, which is what I say if you go to an urgent care, you go to a fee-for-service clinic, versus paying what I call wholesale pricing with us, because we've cut out the middleman, we don't have all the overhead, it becomes a huge difference. And we try to show people that being a cash pay customer is very beneficial financially to them, because they can still have their high deductible insurance for that catastrophic thing. So if they get in a car wreck, or they have to have surgery, or they get diagnosed with cancer, but the day-to-day, keep you healthy things, preventative things, we do those, all the time. Mm-hmm. And so they can get the best of both worlds, where if you're going to a fee-for-service clinic and you walk in and it's $130 to $200 for the appointment, and then whatever's done, the testing's done at retail pricing. Our lab panel that we do is $44, which includes a vitamin D, a CBC, liver, kidney, thyroid test, and a cholesterol. We've had customers tell us they paid anywhere from $250 to $500, $600 for that in Kearney. So when you're paying for that out of your pocket, a lot of times the savings pays for your membership for the whole year.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that we try to help people understand, is being a cash pay customer, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just Americans are addicted to health insurance. I will say that over again. Americans are addicted to health insurance. And it's because, we're in the third generation of really when health insurance started. And I mean, I think I've told you guys a story. When I was in banking in 1984, we had a Blue Cross Blue Shield plan for the Nebraska Bankers Association, had a zero deductible.
Yeah.
And then they went to $100 deductible. You swear they cut the left hand off every banker in the state, because, my God, how can we afford that? Now it's $3,000, $5,000, $10,000.
Yeah.
So those are the things that, and I'll say it again, primary care, which is that day-to-day, whether it's family medicine, whether it's internal medicine, whether it's pediatrics, those really shouldn't be paid for by insurance, I don't think. Because insurance, in the basic term, is a risk mitigation tool. You buy insurance on your car in case you get in a car wreck or you get hailed. You buy insurance on your house in case you get hailed or you have a fire. Those are catastrophic events. Why should health insurance, or why should a third party determine what gets covered when it comes to medications? I mean, I'll give you an example. I had a lady 2 days ago that I got a pre-authorization from her pharmacy for Singular. Singular is a generic medicine, has been generic for 5, 6, 7 years. And I said, well, I can do the pre-authorizations, or I can dispense from the clinic 100 of them for $11.
Oh, jeez.
So, why are we going through a pre-authorization for an $11 medicine? It's just one more hoop to jump through. It's one more way that insurance companies try to ration medicine. And people in America say, we don't ration medicine. And I say, baloney, we ration medicine every day.
Can people use a health savings account and do business with you?
Health savings accounts can be used all day long for medicines, drugs, labs, procedures, those kind of things.
Yeah.
In the original Obamacare, they talk about direct primary care. And when Obama was president, he actually had the director of the IRS write an opinion letter that says you can't use HSA money for the membership part to pay their membership. Yeah. So we have people that will pay their membership with one card and then they'll do their medications. I have other patients that just pay their membership with one card. And I don't know if that's an HSA card. I always tell my customers, you want to use your HSA card, if you get audited, that's on you.
Yeah, okay.
But I have two accounting firms that are both of the principals of the accounting firms say, I'm ready to have that. If I get audited, they pay theirs through their HSA.
Okay.
So it's kind of a mixed field, but if you want to be really technical, no, you're not supposed to pay the membership.
The membership part.
Yeah, but the labs and
all of that.
Medicines, all that, you can use your HSA just like you can with the health insurance plan.
Let's talk about the membership part a little bit, kind of review that. We've talked about it most every time you've been in, but kind of explain to the folks out there if they're just tuning in. And by the way, we're talking with Dr. Jacobson with Click Family Healthcare here in Broken Bow and Kearney, a different way of providing health services to you folks out there. What is membership? What's the cost, and what does it entail?
So our memberships are based on age. It's a sliding scale. I always tell people the older we get, the more maintenance we require, just like a car. So the monthly membership goes up. Our kids start at $20 a month. Adults 19 to 44 are $60 a month. 45 to 64, 85, and over 65 are $110. And we actually, July 1st, we went up $10 on those. College kids are $45. And for that, really what you're getting is access to myself and the team, which is really what you get with insurance. The difference is we allow our customers multiple channels to have access to us, whether that be video, which I have a video scheduled this morning that I'll be talking with a lady in Kearney, whether it be text messaging, whether it be email, whether it be same-day, next-day appointments. So it gives you access by more channels than the typical fee-for-service world. We always talk about time leads to relationship leads to trust, because we don't have 2,500 people in our panel. I mean, I've got, between Broken Bow and Kearney and with Dr. Peterson, we've got about 980. So that gives us time that we can spend an hour on your initial appointment, 30 minutes on all follow-up appointments, to where we can really treat you as a whole person, not treat you as a diagnosis or a symptom. Because there's truly I think there's the spiritual, there's the mental, and there's the physical aspect of health. And they all have to be somewhat aligned for us to do our best. The third thing is you've got a quarterback. You know, we help you get through this convoluted healthcare system, especially if you need to go see a specialist. Mm-hmm. You know, we try to find specialists that do cash payment if you're a cash paying customer. We try to find specialists that are going to give a discount for cash pay. And then the last thing is kind of comes with overall cost savings of whether it's on your lab work, whether it's on medications, whether it's on procedures, because we do those things really at our cost. Where I make our money, or where we make our money, really is on the monthly membership. I don't want to lose money on procedures. I don't want to lose money on a rapid strep test. Mm-hmm. But as long as I'm not losing money, we will continue to do what we do. Okay.
You mentioned Dr. Peterson. We enjoyed his visit the other day, and it kind of brings up the next question here about prevention, preventative steps you can take to maintain your health. And we talked, I thought it was real interesting, about test for your lungs to see, maybe look ahead a little bit and make sure that there's not something starting in your lungs, because we all know that lung cancer or things that happen in the lungs spread pretty quickly once they get started. And there's a test now he mentioned that you can take.
Yeah, low-dose CT. You know, insurance will pay for it if you've got a history of smoking. I don't remember the exact 15 years or whatever, but yeah, it's a low-dose CT scan to look for small tumors. And you know, for our people who don't have insurance, we can do a cash price for that through a website called MD Save there at CHI in Kearney. So it's just such a great thing to be able to help people that need help, or to help people prevent from having that first heart attack or stroke, because we're catching their blood pressure early because they're coming in, or we're catching their diabetes, or we're catching their cholesterol, and preventing it from getting worse, versus the first time they show up with a health issue is they're in the ER.
Yeah.
And once they get in the hospital, there's no way we can reduce those healthcare costs. You know, at that point, you're stuck, because you've already had that heart attack, you've already had the stroke, you know, kidney damage, whatever. So this model really allows us to focus on preventative, which unfortunately in the current American healthcare system doesn't because of the way it's priced.
Yeah, and you don't get a scan or a test until something's already started.
Right.
Now, there is a reason that doctors listen to people breathe and listen to their heart, and that's kind of a first step in maybe hearing something, and maybe there's a skip in the heart, or you hear something, a valve or something that doesn't sound right.
Right.
And that's great. But to be able to offer tests like you do of different tests, not just the lung test, but tests that you're talking about for all kinds of different things that we could maybe take a look at ahead of time before it happens, just makes a lot of sense to me.
Well, I can tell you screening colonoscopy, which now the recommendation is 45 and older, should have a screening colonoscopy. We can buy one for cash off of MD Save for a little over $2,300. If you go through and you use insurance, the last person I had that had insurance, it cost them a little over $7,000 is what was billed to the insurance company. So if you have a high deductible plan,
there you go.
You're going to pay that.
Yeah.
If you, certain medications, I've had people who've been on high dollar medicines for cancer that, they've been paying $800 a month, and we get it for $40 a month. So there's just all these things that, as a whole, healthcare doesn't have to be as expensive as it is. It's when you have all these middlemen wanting a little piece of the pie, whether that be the PBM, which is the Pharmacy Benefits Manager company that insurance companies will contract with to go out and negotiate. A lot of people will be on medicines, and then all of a sudden January 1st, they go to get a refill, and it's like, oh, well, now it needs a prior authorization because that's no longer on the drug plan. Well,
yeah.
Why do I need to worry about it? But they went out and negotiated a new contract, so now I have to go to my doctor. I have to have them sign it, do a prior auth, and all this stuff. So it's a way that the middleman keeps getting richer, and you as the consumer and me as the physician in that world both keep getting pinched.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, I think the options are wonderful. There's nothing forced here. One of the things that you just brought up was maybe a high-priced pill that started out high-priced and then maybe went generic along the way. Now, a lot of times the pharmacies will catch that for the patients, but the doctor can also help that patient too. Say, you know what? There's an alternative, another option to this pill that's going to do the same thing that's going to cost you a lot less. And I'm sure you run into that.
I do. The biggest thing that we see, or one of the biggest things we see, is somebody will come to us. They went to say a cardiologist, or they saw somebody, and they walked back in their sample closet, and they got a drug and they gave it to them, and it worked. Well, instead of looking in that class for generic, they just start filling the high dollar. And that's where a lot of money is wasted, because there's a lot of times generic versions that are just as good or better. New isn't always better when you look at the studies. And, I always tell people, you look at the study, the first thing I do is I go to the last page and see who funded the study. Because if it's funded by the drug company, I can tell you that drug's going to be fantastic. And it's going to be over the top with the results. Well, in reality, it probably isn't going to be. So a lot of it comes back to common sense. A lot of it comes back to me is I'm a doctor. I'm not a box checker. And I've had people where I listen to their heart and it's like, wow, you got a murmur. Do you know you have a murmur? Well, no, yeah, well, maybe. Well, have you ever had an echo? No. An echo's $800. I can't afford $800. Yeah. So then we have to figure out, okay, now I got to put on my doctor hat and figure out, okay, what kind of a murmur is this? What could be causing it? What do we need to do to treat that? And that's what's fun about it, is I actually get to be a doctor, not a box checker.
Well, we're glad you're here. And, of course, the clinic is located in the old Broken Bow Clinic, and totally remodeled, beautiful building. And I know you have some other services there as well. And, of course, Kearney, you've been doing this at Kearney for how long?
It'll be 5 years November.
5 years November.
And crazy how fast time goes.
Yeah. And what is this, your third year here?
We opened in October of 2020.
Okay.
So it's just been 2 years.
2 years.
Or coming up on 2 years here in Broken Bow.
COVID years, some of that. So
yeah, I don't know how smart it was to open in the middle of COVID, but it's a service that people have needed, and we continue to grow here in Broken Bow because of there's truly a need for it. And that's not saying anything against the hospital or the other clinic, Central Nebraska Medical Clinic. It's just we do things differently in a way that people sometimes can't afford the other option, can't afford health insurance, but they can come see us and get by. I mean, I always recommend that you have some sort of a catastrophic coverage, whether that be a high deductible insurance plan or a share plan or something. So those are the things. And when you have time to sit down and talk to people, you can help them in that way as well. I'm not an insurance agent, but I know people who are. And so we can refer them and go, hey, go talk to them, and they'll give you the skinny. When you look at our health insurance, all of the incentives are wrong. So if I'm an insurance agent selling health insurance, how do I get paid? Typically, it's a percent of premium. So if premiums go up, I get paid X percent. If I say, well, a share plan might be a better option, but the premiums are 40% of what the health insurance is, I just took a 40% cut in pay. So a lot of newer brokers or newer agents are starting to look at that and then going to the company and say, look, this is a better option for you. It's going to cost me money. Will you pay me some of the savings? And when they do that, it's a win-win-win. It's a win for the company, it's a win for the agent, and it's a win for the employee. And so we're seeing more and more and more of that. The DPC clinic or movement continues to explode. I spoke at a conference about 6 weeks ago in Kansas City. I was in a room with about 200 people. Of about 180 of those were moving towards the DPC. And it's just every conference it's that way. So when I first started, there were 500-600 in the across the United States. There's now over 3,000 in 5 years. So
that shows you something right there, doesn't it? Yeah.
And it's unfortunately a lot of it's because of physician burnout. It's not only the customer's not or the patient's not getting good care, it's the physicians are getting burnt out because they're having to see 25 to 27 a day, and then they have to stay after, everybody leaves at 5 o'clock, and I've still got 20 notes I have to do, and I have to document, and so I'm not getting home to see my kids, and the whole thing. And I think people say, well, that's what you expect of you, doctor. That's just part of the job. But if you look at medicine, which used to have the lowest suicide rate of medical professions, has now moved to the highest of about 1.3 physicians a day killing themselves, committing suicide.
That's amazing.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And that's the reason that you're seeing so many people do what I do. Getting out of that, they're frustrated with the insurance. They're frustrated that they can't provide care that their patients need without somebody dictating, well, you got to do this, you got to do this.
So if we've sparked some interest here this morning, they just stop by the clinic. Do you have a website they can look at?
We do. clickfamilyhealth.com. Stop by either clinic. More than happy to sit down and talk to you about it. If you have questions, give us a call. But we're in the process of revamping our webpage, so hopefully in the next 3 to 4 weeks we'll have the new webpage up and going. But the one we have now is very functional and very informative. But yeah, we're always happy to talk about what we do and how we can, if it's a good fit for you. The last thing I want is for somebody to sign up with us and then find out it's not a good fit. So I tell them right up front if I feel like it's going to be a good fit or not. We see that especially now that I'm seeing Medicare age patients that have opted out of Medicare. I have a gentleman I'm seeing this afternoon who today's his last day. He's going on Medicare tomorrow, but he's had his one eye lasered, I think, 3 times. And I said, we're not the best option for you. You need to go get a supplemental plan with your Medicare, because if you have to have more surgeries, that's the best option for you, not to come to me. So, I try to be very open and honest up front, because the last thing I want is somebody having a bad experience.
All right. Thanks, Doc.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah. One last note, Brent. I helped with the Custer County Fair barbecue, and I was delivering ice cream deli bars.
Yes.
And Doc Jacobson was there helping, and you talked about the mental aspect of things. And I just want you to know I'm over it. I've healed. I've gotten through it, but there was a point there when we first started. Doc was up on the back of the pickup, and he was looking down. And every time I went up there, Doc Jacobson was looking down on me. And for a while, it kind of bothered me because I felt like he was much superior than I was, because I was delivering the dilly bars and he was handing them out, standing above. It made me feel inadequate. But I think I've gotten over it, Doc.
Well, good. I'm glad you have.
Did you enjoy it, though?
It was fun. Yeah, it was fun. I mean, the whole process was fun.
Not fun looking down?
No. Yeah, if I help next year, I'll be on the ground. I'll let Brent hand them down to me, and I'll hand them to you.
It was fun, though, wasn't it?
It was. Yeah, it was a great crowd. It was a lot of fun, and it's amazing the amount of people they roll through there in a short amount of time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the good food they serve.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Well, come back and see us.
We will.
Thank you very much.
Have a great day. Hope your coffee gets better.
Well, we're going on strike. If it doesn't, we're not going to be here.
That's right.
So how's that work when you're the boss?
I'm not
sure. That's a great question.
We'll think of something.
I'm going to go back to my employees and tell them I'm going to go on strike.
Well, and then as Brent said, maybe it wasn't the smartest thing to say I was going to sue the grocery cart, one of our best clients.
You guys have a great day.
You too.
Thanks.
You too. We'll take a time out.
Napa know-how. Sun up to sundown. That's the average working day of farmers, truck drivers, and construction workers everywhere. And Napa is here to help you get the job done. During our Napa Gold Filter Sale, September 6th through the 17th, bring in a list of your equipment's oil, air, fuel, and hydraulic filters, and we'll stock you up and save you some hard-earned cash. So what are you waiting for? Daylight's burning. Head to WinQuest for their Napa Gold Filter Sale, September 6th through the 17th at WinQuest Incorporated, serving you since 1925, East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Labor Day savings go through Tuesday at Gary's Superfoods in Broken Bow. 80% lean ground beef in a 10-pound tube is only $2.99 a pound. Or toss Smithfield all-natural boneless pork loin chops on the grill. They're 10 for $10. Frito-Lay Doritos are only $2.79 each. And for dessert, pick up our family ice cream pails for $5.99. Gary's Superfoods, South B Street in Broken Bow.
As the mornings get cooler, we are reminded that fall is just around the corner. For us at Bo Bootery, that means fall shoes, and we would love to show you what has been trickling in. We can also tell you about our fun in-store specials. New Balance for men and women are at the closeout price of $39 a pair, while New Balance for kids are $25 a pair. And Easy Spirit selected styles are just $39 a pair. Come shop with us, Bo Bootery on the Square in Broken Bow.
Sold. Get your consignments in by Monday, September 19th for the next machinery consignment auction at the Custer County Fairgrounds from Dave Davis Auction Service. This will get your items properly advertised and get them on the flyer. For information or with your questions, give them a call or visit davedavisauction.com. Get your machinery consignments in by September 19th.
It is no secret that cybersecurity and keeping your personal information safe and secure is very important. Scammers never stop and will do whatever they can to get your information. Some examples of what to be looking out for are spoofed phone calls, suspicious emails or texts, computer pop-ups, requests for urgent wire transfers or gift card purchases. If you are suspicious of fraud or a scam, always call your bank about the situation. Bruning Bank wants you to stay safe and be diligent about keeping your information secure. Our staff is trained to deal with any type of situation and is happy to help or answer any questions you may have. Bruning Bank. Build, grow, thrive. Member FDIC.
The Secret Garden, a secret that just can't be kept. They are closed at their location outside of Myrna this weekend, but would love to see you at the Nebraska State Fair. Look in the paper for a coupon for $1 off a smoothie. They're set up and ready to help you cool off at the State Fair. John 16, verse 33. In the world you will have tribulation, but take heart, I have overcome the world. The Secret Garden. Look for their trailer at the Nebraska State Fair.
Enter to win $25,000 in cash while supporting the Team Jack Foundation and their mission to end childhood brain cancer. Purchase a ticket for just $100 and you'll be entered to win one of 3 top prizes: $20,000, $5,000, or $2,500. That's 3 chances to win with just 1 ticket. Click the picture on top of the homepage of SandhillsExpress.com today to enter. The winner will be announced September 29th during the Team Jack Radiothon on KCNI Radio.
In the morning, you are awakened by the twitter of a little bird.
No, it's Dave and Brent.
I knew there was a reason I got out of bed this morning.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
It is 8:45. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on a wonderful Wednesday. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Did your folks make you watch the Lawrence Welk show when you were little?
I don't know about make me watch Lawrence Welk. It was on. Now, whenever I would go visit Grandpa and Grandma, then it was, we'd watch Lawrence Welk all the time.
So were you allowed to eat off a TV tray then on Saturday night watching Lawrence Welk?
Yeah, I think sometimes. Although, if I remember right, wasn't Hee Haw sometimes on Saturday night too at one time?
I didn't watch Hee Haw much. I chose to watch Hee Haw as opposed to Lawrence Welk. I loved Hee Haw. I still watch the reruns. That does not surprise me.
But and then, I mean, this was when I was really young, but I can remember staying up. Gunsmoke, right, was on at 9 o'clock Saturday night.
I don't remember that. I remember Bonanza being on Saturday nights, and then later they moved it to Sunday. These are all things that this young lady over here is going like,
no idea what
I don't know
talking
anything about this, but maybe this other young lady over in the corner might know.
I remember the Lawrence Welk show.
Who was your favorite, or did you have one?
I didn't have one. I just remember going to Grandpa and Grandma's, and every Saturday night we watched it.
Yeah.
I loved it when Myron played the accordion. I'll just say it. I did like that.
I loved the accordion.
Myron Florin playing the accordion. He was great.
Who was the soprano, the guy that sang soprano? Do you remember him? He sang a lot of by himself, and he sang soprano.
Oh, gosh.
I don't know. I enjoyed the dancers too. What was the dancing pair?
Bobby and somebody.
Bobby and somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my dad's favorite was Joanne, the piano player.
Yeah.
Ragtime.
We did a bus trip. KCNI sponsored a bus trip to Branson.
We did.
When they opened the Lawrence Welk Theater.
Yes.
And Joanne Castle was one of the premier people from the Lawrence Welk Show who performed. And yes, she's amazing at playing the piano.
Yeah, she's good. Yeah, Linda Henderson took the bus along with you.
Well, no, Linda went on the first trip, and then we did another one the next year.
Oh, because I remember the bike.
Over Christmas time, and then you sent me on that one.
Oh, you didn't. So you guys didn't go together?
No, we did not.
Sure, you would have enjoyed that.
No.
All right, would you introduce our guest?
Yeah, we probably shouldn't we?
Yeah, we should.
Custer Care Center is here. Hi, Tiffany. How are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you guys?
Good.
Thanks for going down memory lane with us.
Yes.
So introduce who you brought with
I
you
have
today.
Megan Smith with us, and this is our new activity director.
Hi, Megan.
Yay,
Hi, guys.
Megan.
And Megan, although this probably seems somewhat foreign to you as this conversation, I'm guessing some of the folks that you're having activities for would remember Lawrence Welk very well.
I'm sure they would.
Yeah.
It's someone I don't know who it is, but
Understandable. Well, welcome. I'm sure you're learning some new things and getting things going, huh?
Yep. I've been a CNA for 5 years now, and kind of took a break from it when all that COVID stuff hit. Just was really, really stressful, and COVID's taken a turn on a lot of families and everything, and it kind of feels good to be back in the healthcare field.
Good.
Yeah, that was a tough time for everybody, but I think we need to remind ourselves of how tough it was for staff in hospitals and care centers.
Yes.
And, that was a burnout time, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, we're glad you're where you're at. I'm sure they're enjoying your company and some of the things that you've been working on. What are some of the things going on now?
I have never sat for 2 hours of my life and done puzzles. And, I have some of the residents and the clients there that we just sit there for 2 hours and we give each other some crap and
there you go.
We do puzzles.
Nice.
We do puzzles. They like to bake. They really like to get out. And so this Friday I am taking a couple of our residents to the Broken Bow football game here. One of our residents, he is a big football fan. So we'll be there cheering on Broken Bow.
Good. We look forward to seeing you there.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Tiffany, it's nice to have some young blood, isn't it?
It is, yes. She's got a whole month of fun activities for him, so I'm excited for her.
Well, and activities, let's face it, that's a real big part of what Custer Care Center is about, right? Keeping the residents active and just giving them an outlet to do things.
Exactly, yes. It is very big, very important for them. They're
All right.
excited.
Good. So what else is going on at the Care Center?
We are still full.
Okay.
We are looking for some home caregivers, especially like in the Callaway area. What else? It's just been busy.
Yeah.
Just go.
And I'm
Yes.
sure the transportation part has been real busy this time of year, I'm guessing.
It has been. Yesterday I was in a conference in O'Neill, and I had one person tell me, well, we have a vehicle, but we just can't get any drivers. And I'm like, well, we don't have that problem.
You have several vehicles and
We
lots
have
of
several
drivers.
vehicles, and thankfully we have 4 guys that transport for us, and they're all very good. I can call them anytime and say, hey, I just got a call from the hospital. I can call them late at night. If somebody needs a ride home, can you take them home? Yep. Or last minute, somebody will call and say, I really need to get to the doctor. Can you take me? Yep, we will.
And let's break that down just a little bit because we want people to know the services provided to those folks who need to go to medical care. It's not to go to the grocery store, right?
Correct. It's for medical, dental, vision, specialist. Yeah. We don't do like the shopping and stuff.
Right. There's other services for that, but
yes, there is.
You guys wouldn't have time to do that, I don't think.
Correct.
Seems
and
like.
another thing I wanted to point out is it is not, anybody can call in and ask for a ride. You don't have to be a home care client or somebody that lives there at the facility. We transport the public. So if that's the only thing we do for you, we can do your transportation for you. You do not have to be an in-home client or anything for transportation.
Okay. And there's some sort of a charge for that, right?
Yes, there is. Some insurance pay for it, or we also do private pay.
Okay, all right. Great service. Megan, I noticed you're having trouble with your, is that a watch or is that one of those Apple
I
things?
have some people that are actually listening to the radio right now that say I sound fantastic right now.
Hey, all right.
That is great.
Just getting over being sick, and I never thought I'd sound so fantastic.
Good. Good. I'm glad you're feeling better and on the radio with us here.
And she was nervous about coming, and I said, you'll be fine.
Don't worry about it. I mean, you had to come in and listen to Lawrence Welk talk for 5 minutes before we got going.
I did.
Yeah. So
I did.
you
Still don't know who that is, but
I'm telling you, you might be surprised. That could be an activity.
That
just,
could be.
Just
That
get
could
some
be.
Lawrence Welk reruns, and I guarantee you there would be people that would watch them.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they would. They would. And I think you could probably obtain those somewhere these days.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Well, yeah, shows like that and Bonanza we mentioned and
They do watch a lot of Bonanza.
Do they? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You think Little Joe's kind of cute?
I do.
I figured so.
I've always thought that.
So, favorite Bonanza character?
Little Joe.
Little Joe?
Yeah.
I was an Adam guy. I was bummed when Adam left.
Yeah, he went on to be a doctor in another series later on.
Yeah.
I liked Haas.
Yeah,
Haas.
it was hard not
That
to
was
like
another
Haas.
one, yeah.
Poor
Yeah.
Megan.
Megan's
You know what?
going,
You're going to get to
"Who are
know
these
those
guys
characters,
talking
though.
you know, I'm guessing I will.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think you will, no doubt about it. Yeah.
So what are some of the other do you have some other activities that
So
you're
I
kind of
think
thinking of?
later this afternoon we're gonna do some baking.
Uh-huh.
Kind of in the mood for some brownies, so we have a couple of them over there that like to have chocolate. Now whether that chocolate is brownie batter or the actual brownie, we'll find out there.
Yes.
Well, who doesn't want to dip in a little on the batter, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to get them out and about, especially like I said before, with COVID, you were cooped up in a room that was probably about the size of this, so you could imagine you're going bonkers and you're going crazy in a room. And I've worked in those facilities where before COVID, you were still cooped up in a room just because the healthcare field is so short-staffed, and it just makes my heart feel really good to be able to be out there and help them out and get them out to do stuff. We have our gentleman there that he likes to sneak in the transportation vehicles to go get ice cream every once in a while.
Yeah.
Nice.
And the driver will come in and say, well, we're going to go get ice cream.
And here he goes, he's walking out the door with them.
Yep.
Well, that's an indication that it's like a family, really, isn't it? Which is great.
They'll tell you in a healthcare field that you should never bond with your residents, and that is virtually impossible too.
Yeah, especially where you're at right now. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, the kitchen is the heartbeat of any home, and the kitchen remains to be in that facility, I've noticed as well.
Yes, it is. We have a lot of them that will just come in and sit at the island and visit with the cook or visit with any staff. That's where a lot of them congregate.
Okay. Well, what they should do if they're out there listening and think, you know what, this might be the place for me, is talk to you right now, Tiffany, and see if they can get on the list, right?
Correct. Yes, we do have a waiting list, but go ahead and give us a call. Some of those people, when I call and say we have an empty room, they're like, oh, we're not ready yet. Just leave us on the list. So you never know, you might be in no time.
Okay. Back over to the home care, you said you were needing some more help, and especially in the Callaway area. But we always mention that if you live in Sargent and you want to do some part-time work and not leave Sargent, there's probably a home that you can attach yourself to and help take care of somebody, right?
Actually, yes, I will be needing a caregiver over in the Sargent area. So if there is somebody over there that's interested, just give me a call. I'd love to visit with you about it.
Okay. Any of the communities, get on the list there too. If you don't need anybody right now, chances are you will, right?
That's right. Yes.
What's your phone number there?
308-872-6303.
6303. Call Tiffany and find out about getting on one of those lists, either to live at the facility, which is located here in Broken Bow,
right,
or to get on the list to help out, right?
That's right.
Okay. Megan, it's a pleasure meeting you.
Nice to meet you guys.
Yeah. Will you come back?
I think I could come back.
Okay.
I'm not so afraid anymore.
Oh, don't be afraid. We're harmless.
Okay.
Thanks, ladies.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
The folks at Nebraska State Bank want to wish you and your family a healthy, safe summer filled with lots of excitement, happiness, and fun. The idea of barbecues, swimming, ball games, community parades and festivals, and of course the county fair makes us all feel happy. The employees at Nebraska State Bank look forward to seeing all their customers, whether it's at one of our 4 branches in Broken Bow, Callaway, and Myrna, or out in the community enjoying a little Nebraska fun. Here's to a safe, happy, and healthy summer. Nebraska State Bank, member FDIC.
Ansley Lumber and Supply has the products you need for your roofing projects. You can depend on the quality to keep your home safe and strong for years. Malarkey, Tamco, and GAF combines installation and innovation with extreme technology features, including a high-performing weather layer, highest wind protection ever, strongest seal ever, most beautiful look ever, and most popular color lineup. For your roof projects, go to Main Street in Ansley at Ansley Lumber and Supply.
There's a difference between treating the pain and treating the problem. At Pearson Physical Therapy, we strive to not only reduce your pain, but actually treat the underlying cause so that you remain pain-free, even after you finish physical therapy. If you're frustrated by pain that keeps coming back, Pearson Physical Therapy can give you the tools that will keep you moving pain-free. Call Pearson's in Broken Bow at 308-872-5800 or check us out on the web at pearsonpt.com. Get the treatment you need and the care you deserve at Pearson Physical Therapy.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Federal officials have a new revelation in the case of classified White House documents moved to Mar-a-Lago. White House correspondent Stephen Portnoy.
The Justice Department says it has evidence to suggest efforts were undertaken to obstruct its investigation, that government records likely remained concealed at Mar-a-Lago, despite a Trump representative attesting in a sworn affidavit in June that they had all been turned over in response to a grand jury subpoena.
Jackson, Mississippi's water crisis is becoming more critical.
Praying that this be over in a couple of days, that we'll have to keep going back and forth buying water and they clean up the water system for us to be able to use the tap water.
There is no timeline for fixing a compromised treatment plant further damaged by floodwaters. Many schools in Philadelphia will close early for the second day in a row because they don't have adequate air conditioning. This teacher sums it all up.
It's sweltering, hard to stay focused in the heat.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles. Here's Eddie Garcia.
In Major League Baseball games of note, the Dodgers defeat the Mets 4-3 in a battle of division leaders. Gavin Lux RBI infield single in the 7th broke a 3-3 tie to give the Dodgers their 90th win of the season. First team in the major leagues to hit the 90-win mark. They're now a Major League best 90-38 on the season. The Braves fall to the Rockies 3-2. Atlanta fails to take advantage of that Mets loss, and they're still 3 back of New York in the NL East race. Guardians beat the Orioles 5-1. Cleveland starter Cal Quantrill and 3 relievers combined to 1 hit. Baltimore. Cleveland remains a game and a half up on Minnesota for first in the AL Central. The Twins beat the Red Sox 10-5. Nick Gordon, a grand slam, 6 RBI for Minnesota. Yankees beat the Angels 7-4. New York star slugger Aaron Judge hit his major league leading 51st home run of the season in the victory. Cardinals fall to the Reds 7-1. Albert Pujols 0-2, no homers for him, still 2 away from 4th on the all-time homer list. Brewers fall to the Pirates 4-2.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, look for increasing clouds. Do pick up a chance for some afternoon showers and storms developing, with highs on the hot side up to 96 degrees. For tonight, lingering slight chance for some showers and storms in the evening, low 60s. For Thursday, we're back to abundant sunshine with lower 90s for highs. And for your Friday, sunny to partly cloudy up to 92 degrees. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Caro.
Were you in church last Sunday? As followers of Jesus, a.k.a. Christian, Jesus says, "You are my witnesses." When you do not attend church on Sunday, your witness to family, friends, co-workers, and neighbors says something was more important than spending time in worship. So plan now to attend this week, or is there something more important? This is Roger Sloan with the Lillian Church of Christ, where we love to share Jesus.
68 and sunny here at Broken Bow. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show, and we, again, always appreciate that. Appreciate our neighbors, such as Cozad, Nebraska. They have a event coming up in their park, and it's all about the arts. It's coming up September 10th, and so the Cozad Chamber is looking for vendors to participate in their Arts in the Park event. And again, on September 10th, if you're interested in having a booth, they're only $25. Give Chantel at the Chamber at Cozad a call at 308-784-3930. That's 308-784-3930. The event is held in conjunction with Cozad's Heydays, and there'll be many fun events going on in Cozad. And so the day is a great opportunity to showcase your business at the Arts in the Park, September 10th in Cozad. You can find their registration form and more details on their Facebook page for the Cozad Chamber of Commerce, or call them, again, at 308-784-3930 for more details. The deadline is coming up on September 6th.
We've been talking about coffee a lot here this morning, and Dave and I just haven't enjoyed our coffee as of late here at the studio. So you know what, Dave? I think we just need to go to Prairie Grounds.
Just drive up and order something good.
Absolutely. Prairie Grounds Cafe and Gifts in Broken Bow, open Monday 7 to noon, Tuesday through Friday 7 to 2, and open on Saturdays from 8 to 1. Now, sometimes their hours can change a little bit, so we always encourage you to be checking out Facebook to stay up to date with that. This will be the final day of August, so every month Prairie Grounds Cafe and Gifts have some specialty drinks for the month. So here's your last chance to take advantage of the drink specials for August. They include the Touchdown Latte, mixture of strawberry and vanilla, the Iced Mocha Sunrise, a mixture of mocha and orange, the Frozen Pucker, frozen lemonade and lime, the Creamsicle, no coffee frappe with any flavor you want, and the Blondie, which is a mixture of caramel and honey. Their drinks can be ordered iced, blended, or hot. Prairie Grounds Cafe, just east of the courthouse on Highway 2 in Broken Bow.
Well, the other day we were talking about hearing rumors about Velma at the Stitching Post. Comes to real. Well, they were true. The rumors were true.
Yes, they were.
Are you with me?
I'm with you. Yeah. Because you were the one that was spreading the rumor. You were the one that's saying it. But when you spread the rumor yesterday, we found out that it wasn't just a rumor. It really was true, what you were saying.
So get ready for facts, Jack. It's the truth. It's not a rumor. Velma, well, she's very talented, and she'll put together something really nice for you, embroidery, that will make your logo pop right off your shirt, or your team that you're supporting pop right off your shirt. People cannot help but notice it because it looks classy, and yet it's very, very attractive and attention-getting. Now, she also has, gift ideas for wedding season and that sort of thing. We're in summer, going into fall. A lot of people like to get married in the fall anymore. There's no month anymore that there's not a wedding. It used to be all in May and June. Now, people like to have weddings any time of the year. So if you want to kind of talk to Velma about things for gifts like towel sets, personalized things for the couple, or new parents, they have Afghans and blankets, and just personalize them. That's what Velma will do for you. She can create something that they or you will love. She has some new items, new apparel styles in stock, as well as she can order just what you need. Make sure you put Circle V on your list when trying to find that perfect gift for people in your life. Why shop online for personalized items when it's right here in town on the north edge of Broken Bow on Paulson Road? Call Velma at 872-6173, 872-6173.
Quality Senior Villages would love to have you join their team. They're looking to hire evening and night shift medication aides, offering excellent benefits. Call Quality Senior Villages if interested at 872-6387. You can also stop into the facility and ask for an application, or email them at qsvbrokenbow@gmail.com.
All right, we are going to take a break. and see if we can get a hold of the folks at the Pizza Hut and see if we can visit about what's going on there. So stay tuned.
You know, it's true. Difficult times have a way of focusing us. We have to think about what matters most when it comes to our spending, our health care. No doubt. This is why so many people are joining MediShare right now. MediShare is a trusted way to save up to 50% on your monthly health care costs. More than 400,000 people have already made the switch. It's pretty obvious why, too, especially now during this challenging season with health care costs and out-of-pocket expenses going up. MediShare can save you a lot of money. The typical family saves $500 a month. And MediShare is a Christian healthcare sharing ministry that's worked beautifully for 27 years. There are different options to choose from to fit your budget. I'll give you the number here in a second. And if you call, you can get a price within 2 minutes. Maybe now is the perfect time to make the switch and start saving. Here you go. Call 866-88-BIBLE. That's 866-88-BIBLE. 866-88-BIBLE.
8 minutes past the hour of 9 o'clock, and we have Ladarius on the line with the Pizza Hut. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you today?
Well, we're doing really good, a little hungry, and now I know that you're going to make us even more hungry, talking about all the good food out at the Pizza Hut. I think last time you really highlighted a lot of the pastas that are available now. You want to start there?
Sir. Yeah, we still have them available. And my favorite pasta is the Italian meats. That's the best one to me because it has the sweet sauce. It got pepperoni and sausage, my favorite. And it got mozzarella cheese and shredded Parmesan cheese. And when it comes out the oven, it comes with a Parmesan oregano seasoning that adds the toppings. And then it has the 5-stick breadsticks that you can get with it for $8.99. But we also have the chicken Alfredo. That's everybody's favorite. And we have the cheesy Alfredo and the veggie Alfredo pasta that also comes with the red sauce.
Oh, that sounds good.
This week, we started the Detroit pizza. I don't know if you guys remember the Detroit pizza, but we brought that back. It's the rectangle pizza that comes with the whatever toppings, and we get the sauce once it comes out the oven. And that's the best pizza right there. It's a sweet sauce, too. And, yep, y'all come on in there, and y'all get y'all some of that.
That sounds delicious. Are you guys still cooking up spaghetti?
Oh, no spaghetti.
No spaghetti. So you have all these other pasta choices right now.
Yes, sir.
All right. Sounds delicious. I'm going to turn things over to Brent Apperson. He is the food connoisseur here because he loves pizza. He loves pasta. He just plain loves food. So I think you guys will get along fine. Here's Brent.
Ladarius, tell everybody about the wings. I think sometimes we forget that you guys offer wings at Pizza Hut.
You're right. We have the boneless and we have the bone-in, which is called the traditional. The boneless wings come in sets of 8, like 8, 16, 24, 48. And the bone-in wings, they comes in sets of 6, 12, 18, 36. And we also have a lot of good flavors. We have the garlic parmesan, the honey barbecue, the sweet chili, the spicy garlic, the buffalo mild, medium, and burning hot. And we also have the lemon pepper and the Cajun style. The Cajun style is my favorite.
I'm right with you. I was just, when you said Cajun style, I think that's my favorite too.
Yes,
you know, we're right in the midst of football season, and I don't know if you're like me, Ladarius, but when football gets here, you got to have wings to go with the pizza.
You sure do. Pizza and wings, that's it. And don't forget the dessert.
Oh, yeah. Tell us what you got cooking there.
Yes, sir. We have the cinnamon sticks that we're going to forever have. And we also have the Cinnabons. We have the brownies, and we have the cookies, chocolate chip cookies down here. And we also have fried apple pies that come with cinnamon on top.
Now, I did not know you had the apple pies. Have those?
We sure do.
Have those been there for a while, or is that kind of new?
It's kind of new, but it's been here for a couple months.
Yeah? Okay. Boy, that sounds good. Now, I've had the big chocolate chip cookie probably too many times.
You should try the brownie next.
Yeah? Okay, I'll try that. Let's see. My family and I ordered, this was back when it was kind of a promotion, but it seems to me like you guys do this all year long. Correct me if I'm wrong, but do you guys still do the big dinner box?
We sure do.
You do, okay. And that
the big dinner box, it comes with 2 rectangle pieces for your choice of toppings. And it also comes with your choice of pasta or 8-piece boneless wing. And you can also have a breast stick or a cheese stick to go with that. And it's $25.99 here in the store. Yeah,
well, the price for all that you get, I mean, it fed our entire family. We had the grandkids over, and it fed the entire family. It's a nice deal. So.
Yes, sir, sure is.
Let's see, how about the help situation, Ladarius? Are you looking for people to join your team yet?
We sure is. We always looking for people. We can start off in the daytime. We need day drivers, and we need at least 1 day cook. And on the night side, I'm looking for at least 3 night cooks and 2 night drivers. And for servers, I need at least 3 servers so that I can open the dining room up for you guys to come in and eat like it used to be.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll try to hopefully spark some interest and see if we can get people to join your team.
That sounds good. I appreciate that.
All right. Before we let you go, Ladarius, you just want to give people your hours as to the hours you're working with right now at the hut?
Yes, sir. So Sunday through Thursday, we open at 11 and closes at 10 p.m. And on Friday and Saturdays, we open at 11 and we close at 11 p.m.
All right.
So on the weekends, you get an extra hour.
Hey, there you go. We can use that. We love pizza on the weekend, especially. Ladarius, great. First off, great to have you in the area, and glad that you've made it here to Broken Bow.
It's been a pleasure, man.
Great job with everything you're doing there at the Pizza Hut, and we appreciate you taking time to join us.
Thank y'all for being patient with me out there.
Oh, you
All
bet.
right.
You
Thanks,
bet.
Ladarius.
All right. Y'all have a good day. Thank you.
All right, Ladarius at the Pizza Hut. I think you can tell you'll be well treated as they continue to get things back up and going full steam. They do need some help, so if you would stop by, I know they would appreciate your interest and talk to them about how their job would fit your life. I'm sure they'd love to have you stop by. We'll take a quick time out. We'll come back. I believe we have more guests in the studio. Right after these words, we'll get them in the studio.
On the field or in the field, winning is a mindset, growing and evolving throughout the season. That's why farmers pushing themselves to be the best plant DeKalb brand corn, offering exclusive genetics and whole farm solutions for consistent yield potential season after season.
After a long trip back from Dublin, it's a quick turnaround heading into the home opener against North Dakota. Bubba Schweigert enters his 9th season as head coach for a program that won the 2001 Division II National Championship before moving to the FCS ranks and the Missouri Valley Football Conference. The Fighting Hawks were 5-6 last season, including a 48-24 loss at FBS foe Utah State. This will be the second meeting in the series. Back in September of 1961, Big Red claimed a 33-0 victory in Memorial Stadium.
Wherever you compete, winning has roots. Perform at your best with DeKalb brand corn.
Always read and follow grain marketing and all other stewardship practices and pesticide label directions.
9:16, a robust show today, just the way we love it. As we continue with our guests, we have Jody in from Off-Broadway Assisted Living. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good to have you in.
It's good to be here.
Looks like you've been getting a little sun.
A little bit. Not much.
Not too much, but a little bit.
A little bit.
Well, don't get too much. It's going to be hot today for a while.
Is it?
But, what would work is just go out to the gazebo in the shade. You'll get a little breeze and enjoy it with the rest of the folks who live there, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I might have to do that today.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. So you're solo today. So I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm going to behave. No funny stuff. I'm not going because we're tight, we're close, we're friends, and I don't want to mess that up. So I'm going to just stay back and let you and Brent visit for a moment, and then if I have any questions, I'll ask very pointed and intelligent questions.
Well, what kind of show is that? I'm getting so used to the jokes. So now you messed it all up.
I'm sorry. It's always good to have you in. How's things going?
Good. Really good. We're just keeping busy and looking for some help and going from there. So
yeah, I think Brent last time they came in and made a big announcement on starting salary.
Yeah, you kind of raised it, right, for the starting wage?
Yes, we did, to $17 an hour across the board on a lot of it, but we do consider experience and pay a little bit more for your experience.
Nice.
So
what are some of the positions in particular, Jody, that maybe you're most in need of?
Right now, so the part-time, we have transportation, we have kitchen, housekeeping. Those all start at $17, and then you get PTO with that, being part-time, which is kind of unusual. And then, of course, it pays higher for experience on those two. So full-time, we have the medication aid night shift, activities director, and then our resident service coordinator. The resident service coordinator, we will start them out at $24 an hour plus experience, because you have to be a current licensed RN or LPN for that.
Okay, some great positions and great starting wage. How about the facility itself? Do you still have some rooms available?
We do. Okay. Yes, we do. You just need to contact me or Jessica at 308-872-2522.
All right. Now, I told you I was going to ask intelligent questions, Brent.
Okay.
And Jody. So you said you get PTO. Is that power takeoff? That's
for you. For everybody else, it's personal time off.
Oh. I thought the PTO was at the end of the tractor where you hooked up the machinery.
Well, for some, it is.
Okay. Paid time off.
Yes.
Okay. That's being used more and more these days.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. So starting salary of $17 and on up, depending on experience and certain positions, $20 to $24. That's pretty good.
It is good.
Yeah. So the rooms that you have available, they just need to give you a call and talk to you about it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, we can get that process started.
I'm going to ask a question that Brent always asks. How are the birds?
They're doing great. In fact, I just seen them this morning. Took a few minutes to just sit and watch them. So it was kind of watched them, and they were doing good.
Kind of relaxing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jody, you don't mind if I ask a question about that? You mentioned transportation. What would that entail? Is that just kind of driving around the area, taking residents to certain places, or it just kind of depends?
You have to take them to either the specialty clinic, the hospital, whatever. So if they have a hair appointment or something, we take them to that.
Too.
Yep.
Okay. Nice.
Otherwise, as you know, you can have your own car and go and wherever you want to go. Leave.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. But if you don't want to drive.
Not everybody has their own vehicle, I'm guessing.
No.
That lives there. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you do, though, they have a place where you can park where they've got a roof over them so they don't get damaged in storms. So that's set up. You got a roof over your car. You don't have to mow. You don't have to scoop snow. You don't have to clean out the gutters. You don't have to worry about the paint on the house or the siding. You don't have to worry about the electric bill, utilities bill. You don't have to worry about any plumbing problems. You just enjoy life with the friends you make there and have meals and take part in activities, right?
Yes.
That you want to take part in.
Yep.
I still think that sounds like a pretty nice setup.
Awfully nice.
Yeah. And just talk to you about getting set up. Now, if particular rooms aren't available that they might like, get on the list anyway, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Anything else you wanted to highlight today that we didn't ask you about?
No, I think we're good except for the bonus, the referral bonus that we have going. It could be up to $500 payout if you refer an employee to us.
All right. That's a pretty good chunk of change.
It is.
You could buy a lot of pasta with that, Brent.
Yes, you can.
Or wings.
Now the referral program, that works on both ends, right? I mean, the person who's employed could get a bonus, and then the person who refers them gets a bonus.
Correct.
Right? Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
With the qualifying payout. Yep.
All right.
Okay. All right, Jody. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
I hope that you'll come back and see us again. We love having you. You're a part of the show we would miss if you didn't show up.
Thank you. I will be back next week.
Okay.
Hopefully on our Tuesday.
All right. Well, that's fine. Whenever. So. We're pretty flexible here. We'll take a time out with these words.
Choose the proven performance of the Roundup Ready Extend crop system, featuring high-yielding Extend Flex soybeans and the exceptional weed control of XtendiMax herbicide with Vapor Grip technology. Elite genetics, triple herbicide tolerance, flexibility that delivers results, backed by 25 years of innovation. That's the Roundup Ready Extend crop system, the system of choice. XtendiMax is a restricted-use pesticide. Always follow stewardship practices, all pesticide label directions, and check with your state pesticide regulatory agency for specific restrictions in your state. When you choose the Roundup Ready Extend crop system, you're choosing exceptional weed control. It controls more weeds than any other soybean system and offers up to 14 days of soil activity on certain small-seeded broadleaf weeds. Plus, you get triple tolerance to dicamba, glyphosate, and glufosinate when used with Extend Flex soybeans. The Roundup Ready Extend crop system, the system of choice.
Claims are based on approved EPA herbicide labels as of January 2021. Pair with a strong weed management program. Always follow pesticide label directions, IRM, grain marketing, and all other stewardship practices.
9:24 is your time. I'd like to talk to you about something that Dr. Jacobson brought up. Insurance. Now, wait a minute. Don't go, oh, man, I'm going to turn the channel. I don't want to hear about insurance. We'd like to dive into it a little bit deeper than that. Doc Jacobson was talking about how you use insurance for major damage, catastrophic events, right? And so you set up your insurance knowing that you can't afford to replace a Quonset or a pivot or, the garage roof, that sort of thing, or the house roof, or, a crash with your automobile. You don't buy insurance to make sure you don't have to maybe put, new windshield wipers on, right? Mm-hmm. On your car. You buy it for the big stuff. And so you need to fit it to your exact needs. And you can't do that. I'm just saying, I'm standing by this. I'm just saying you really can't do that by getting on a computer and going to a website and checking the boxes and hoping that you're doing everything right and hope when you hit submit that you're going to get back the proper coverage. And then if you don't, who in the heck are you going to talk to? And if you do get to talk to somebody, how long is it going to take to get through all the hoops and buttons and waiting periods and music and this voice that comes on and says, we are currently very busy right now. We'll get back to you whenever we feel like it. You don't have to go through that. You just go to Universal Insurance, walk in and see Jack or Nate or the gals there. They'll take care of you. And they'll tell you, well, let's set up an appointment. Or, hey, right now, Nate's not busy. He'll see you. Jack can help you right now. You get the personal service, Brent. And you got to talk to people. And if things don't work out quite right, they'll fix it for you.
And if something does happen, you know exactly who to call, and you know they're going to take your call and help you get taken care of.
That is right on, my friend. Call them at 872-6438. Or stop and see them at 940 South E Street in Broken Bow, Universal Insurance.
Well said.
Thank you.
Loup County Public Schools in Taylor is accepting applications for a full-time custodian. You would work mostly afternoon into the evening with some nights and weekends. That would be during the school year. Then during the summer, mostly daytime hours. Competitive wages based upon experience with a comprehensive benefit package and retirement benefits. Contact Loup County Public Schools for more information by calling 308-942-6115. That's 942-6115. Loup County Public Schools in Taylor accepting applications now for a full-time custodian.
Well, Brent mentioned this yesterday, but there's a new name on a business that's been around a while up in Dunning. New owners, formerly Norm's Auto. Many of you remember the Norman family running it for so many years. Now, new owners, and it's called The Spur in Dunning and open to serve you. Open 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. Stop by, fill up your tank, or grab a snack or a drink. Stop by for lunch and grab yourself one of their well-known, famous hamburger or a sandwich to go. They have tables on site, too, so you can sit down and take a load off if you like. Jody and James Swisher are excited to be open with their Little Bits Coffee Shop and Cafe, opening soon right there by the gas station. More information coming soon about that. Just stop by and chat with them as you travel down Highway 2 or up Highway 2, just outside of Dunning, up in the Sandhills.
There you go. Central Nebraska Community Action Partnership is looking for an individual to work as an infant toddler cook in Broken Bow. Good starting wage, excellent benefits, looking for someone with a high school diploma or equivalent, previous experience working with infants up to 3 years old and their families. You would be purchasing food and preparing meals, complying with USDA requirements, responsible for cleaning classroom and doing dishes, laundry, etc. If you would like more information, contact CNCAP at 308-745-0780. The extension is 0. Or you can apply online by going to their website, which is centralnebraskacap.com.
Thank you, Brent.
Can you believe that there are only 2 weeks left for Market on the Square?
I cannot. And it's been so much fun.
It has been. Market on the Square, downtown Broken Bow. It'll be tomorrow. A lot of the regular vendors will be there tomorrow from 10 to 3, so make sure you check it out. And then we want to really make sure you circle Thursday, September 8th. Now, that'll be a week from tomorrow, but that'll be the final Market on the Square in downtown Broken Bow for the season. And, man, is it going to be a big one. The Jenny M. Melham Memorial Medical Center will be on the square with others for Health Care on the Square. Now, this is September 8th from 10 to 5, and I believe that the Jenny M. Melham Memorial Medical Center will be in tomorrow, I think, to talk about that. So join us for that conversation tomorrow on The Breakfast Show. They'll also have Music in the Square. Bruning Bank will help sponsor that as they bring in Mohana with Red Shoes.
All right.
And that'll be on September 8th, the final Market on the Square for the season. The music will be from 5 to 7 next week. But don't forget your regular vendors that you've been enjoying and visiting with for many weeks now through the season. They'll be back in downtown Broken Bow tomorrow for Market on the Square from 10 until 3. Also, a couple of other things that the Broken Bow Chamber wants to make sure you are aware of. The women's and men's steak fry events are coming up in September. Women's steak fry scheduled for September 12th from 5:15 to 8 p.m. Cost is $30. Men's steak fry is set for September 19th. Cost is $35, and that'll also be from 5:15 until 8, 9 o'clock on the 19th of September. The events, by the way, will be held at the Broken Bow Golf Club. And, ladies and gentlemen, they are now providing steak knives.
No.
So when you go to the women's and men's steak fry events, the steak knife will be available. They'll have one for you. Now, I remember way back in, it probably would have been 91. I went to my very first steak fry. You and Bob invited me along. I was kind of new to the area. Mm-hmm. It was over at the golf course that year as well. We went over. I did not realize you needed your own knife. And so there were a group of, 5, 7 of us that sat around and shared Bob Bull's pocket knife to cut our steak. But you don't have to use a pocket knife now, guys and ladies. You don't have to bring your steak knife. Steak knives are provided.
That's nice. I really worry about where Bob Bull's knife had been.
I know, but you know what? We didn't care.
We didn't. It was
we
so
did not
good.
care. We wanted the steak, man. So anyway, get your tickets. The tickets are available for the steak fries at the Broken Bow Chamber, so get them now.
All right. Thanks, Brent. Tomorrow on The Breakfast Show, we'll be having a remote from Callaway for you because the kite flight is coming up as usual during Labor Day weekend. And so I think Jeremy is heading over there with Christy, and they're going to be broadcasting live from Callaway. for the kite flight. Then on Friday, Shannon and yours truly will travel to Arcadia, talk about the Arcadia Fall Festival coming up this weekend as well.
All right. Oh, hold it. Hold it. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Hold the music.
You have one more?
We got to tell you what's showing at the movies.
Almost forgot. My apologies.
All right. Yeah, this is, man, I looked at what they're going to be doing, and I am so excited. Let's get to it. Here's what is showing currently. Mac and Rita, rated PG-13. That is showing currently at the Fox Theater. And let me turn the page. Mac and Rita will be showing tonight and tomorrow, and then continue through the weekend on into next week. Now, if you haven't had a chance to see yet the documentary kind of chronicling the Nebraska football team through the 90s, they are going to be showing that for a couple of more nights at the Fox Theater. It's called Day by Day, The Rise. It's a documentary that was put together really chronicling the success of the 1990s Nebraska football teams. And they will be showing this tonight and tomorrow at 7 o'clock, and it's going to end on Thursday. So if you haven't seen it yet, you want to see it, make sure you do that. Looks like it'll be ending on Thursday at the Fox Theater. Also, Beast, the movie starring Idris Elba and a lion that just goes nuts.
Oh.
That is showing tonight and tomorrow, but it will end its run on Thursday. Now, here's what I'm excited about. Okay, now we talk about brand new movies coming to the Fox Theater all the time. They do a great job of that. But when we get into the weekend, into next week, we're bringing back some classics. Top Gun Maverick. If you didn't get a chance to see it, it shows here it's coming back.
The most recent one?
Yeah, the most recent one with Tom Cruise, Top Gun Maverick, starts Friday, and it will run through the weekend on into next week. Okay? So if you haven't had a chance to see it, or you want to go see it again, it's coming back to the Fox Theater. Now, if you're a Spider-Man fan, the most recent one, Spider-Man No Way Home, which was just, I mean, if you're a Spider-Man movie fan, if you love Marvel movies, it was one of the best ones ever made. Well, they have released an extended version of it.
Oh.
Okay, so there are scenes now that you didn't see when it was first in the theater. They've extended it. So Spider-Man No Way Home, the extended version, will begin on Friday, run through the weekend, and continue into next week at the Fox Theater. And then, as we mentioned, the movie Mac and Rita will show tonight, tomorrow, and it will continue into next week as well. So that's what's showing at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. Make sure you check out their fabulous website so you stay up to date with what is showing, what will be showing, and the times it'll all be showing. And you can access that by going to watchthefox.com. And don't forget, they still do their free Popcorn Tuesday night, thanks to the Nebraska State Bank.
Okay, sorry about that, Brent. Now I'll push the button.
Yep, we're done now.
Okay, I'll just do that. And there, it started again.
All right.
And we'll start it again tomorrow at 7:30 for another edition of The Breakfast Show on a Thursday. Have a good one.
See ya.